Welcome back, everybody. It's another edition of New Guitar Day. It's one day later. 2 guitars in 2 days. Wasn't meant on purpose. It just worked out that way. Today is October the 21st, 2020. This guitar was ordered back in September, but was on back order. So I didn't know when it was going to come. They kept pushing the date and pushing the date. And then, boom, it showed up. So that's always a pleasant surprise. I have 2 of these already, so this was a very unnecessary purchase. This is a Squier Bullet Telecaster. This one is in Lake Placid blue. I have one in surf green, and I have one in butterscotch, which I affectionately call my pumpkin spice because it's a very orange guitar. These were on sale. I just can't resist a good deal. So we're going to open it up and see what's inside. But first we're going to do the Magic Kitty disappearing because I like to make the cat disappear. And you see, just like magic, the cat disappears. I will wax endlessly. I'm a little suspicious. I've received many Squier guitars, and the box is always stapled on the top, and this one is taped. So I'm wondering if maybe this wasn't a open box guitar or something. Like I said, they're always stapled, and this one's not. So that makes me a bit suspicious, and I'm a suspicious character. And I know that Guitar Center and Musician's Friend sometimes have shenanigans about putting open box guitars in selling them as new. Just something that they do. We'll see. I have no idea. It looks legit. Let's see if it feels legit. It does have the little accoutrements that you get when you buy a new guitar, the little manual and the truss rod wrench and the adjuster wrench. It does have tags on it. Ooh, it's cold. That's a pretty guitar. I can't say that I'm in love with the Indian Laurel fretboards on these guitars. But that's what they put on them now. So you just sort of take them. A couple interesting fret-ins feel fairly good. Nothing dramatic. As one would expect with a brand new guitar. The neck heel feels good. I don't see any obvious glaring issues. It is a pretty guitar. It's funny that they call this a Lake Placid blue, and it's not even close. It's much more of an ice blue. But from what I've been told, depending on how you film these or photograph them, the blue comes out different. Like on the camera right now, it looks darker than it does in person. But it looks nice. I don't know what they're thinking on this pickup is really high. The action looks fairly good. Again, I'm just going to let this guitar acclimate for an hour. That feels good. Feels good. I think they've got those saddles jacked up pretty dang high. Not sure what that's about. Anyways, it looks pretty. It's a 2020 model. The back of the neck is that satin, but it doesn't feel as raw as the Bullet Mustangs do. So yeah, it looks like a pretty guitar. So we're just going to let it warm up. Let it just settle in. and we'll come back later with some impressions after we've tuned it up and let it settle in. Okay, so I've just finished playing this guitar for about 2 hours, and my conclusion is that once again, Squiers are incredible value. This again being the Squier Bullet Telecaster. They call it a limited edition, but then they make a gazillion of them, so I don't know how limited that is. But this is in Lake Placid blue, and again the video shows it a little darker than it really is, but Lake Placid blue is I think this is more of an ice blue, because I've had a Lake Placid blue guitar and it was darker. But the Lake Placid blue metal flake plays with light in a really interesting way, and depending on angle and how bright the light is, it can be darker, it can be lighter. On sale at $129, I have no idea how they even make a profit. At $179, it's worth every penny. The affinities are like $229 now, and I don't think they're any better. I think this sticks with the idea of the original Telecaster, a very simple guitar, a plank of wood, a neck, some strings, some pickups, and it's time to play. And I actually prefer the thinner body. It's not extremely thin, but it's thinner than a full-size Telecaster. I actually prefer the thinner body. So I'm really impressed. I lowered the action a little bit. The neck is really straight. What else can I say? This guitar I think came out in 2018. So again, the idea of it being a limited edition is sort of a bit of a stretch of Madison Avenue's magic to try and entice people to buy something, but I imagine at some point in time they'll discontinue these. I think these are only available through Musician's Friend and Guitar Center. I think that they have an exclusive deal. I don't see the bullets, at least not in this color, anywhere else. So there you go. October the 21st, 2020. Very cold outside, snow on the way. It was 30 degrees when this was delivered, and it was absolutely frozen, and knowing that it had a poly finish on it, I didn't worry about any issues. Pulled it out of the box. It was ice cold to the touch. Let it sit for 20 minutes, tuned it up, stretched the strings, dropped the pickups down a little bit. Again, I adjusted the action just a touch to taste. Checked the relief on the neck. It looked fine, and it's ready to go. So, yeah, if these videos help anybody, again, your mileage may vary. You could hate this guitar. You could get a bad one. I have no idea what your taste is. Young guitar players don't know how good they have it. Again, it does go on sale for $129, but even at $179, I think it's well worth the price. So thank you for joining us again for New Guitar Day.